It's your #1 tech program on TV, Ravetec on Rave TV, and I'm your host, Louisa Olani. Today promises to be entertaining as usual, and of course, if it's your first time on the show, we say welcome on board. Yes, we come your way every week on your darling station, Rave TV, and we give you tech-taining gist in Nigeria and of course across the globe. Today is no different, as we're going to start up first and foremost with our news segment. So tech news for the week comes up now, and we'll be right back.
On tech news for the week, Microsoft Media Parley. At their headquarters in Ikoyi, Lagos, Microsoft Nigeria played host to the press and other stakeholders at their media parley on Wednesday. The session, which was aimed at pushing forward her 3 major announcements to teaming customers and the general public, had their major executives in attendance. Speaking at the event was Mr. Olayinka Oni, the Chief Technology Officer, Microsoft Nigeria, and Mr. Kabelo Makwane of Microsoft, who welcomed all and spoke on the objective of the parley.
A lot of these initiatives that we'll be talking about today are really initiatives that are unique to Nigeria, initiatives that we've, myself and my team have applied our minds together with, of course, the stakeholders that you see on the table. Some of them, of course, in terms of finding those things that will drive real local impact and make a meaningful contribution towards, innovation, towards skills development, capacity, creation in the economy, and certainly providing access to as many people, as broad a base as possible in terms of technology, and creating real economic opportunities so that they become positive contributors to the growth and prosperity of Nigeria. So that's really why we're here. We're here to talk to you about some of these things and put them into context as much as possible, as far as possible, for the benefit of everyone.
On the Cloudpreneur project, Mrs. Oluwawemimo Adeniyi, Director of Small Mid-Market Solution and Partners for Microsoft, explained that it is a Microsoft Startup Academic program aimed at identifying young businesses in Nigeria and empowering them. The process will be in partnership with Faith Foundation and Mara Mentor NGOs. She explains more.
Basically, the announcement is about cloudpreneurship. Microsoft is looking to empower youth within the industry on Half for Africa initiative to actually empower them to be a cloud reseller for Microsoft, and we're going to be taking them through a 4-week training, on sales, on technology, on marketing, to be able to go out there, develop their skills, and to be able to take opportunities we have in the market. It helps to grow the economy. So basically, we have over 5.3 million unemployed youth in Nigeria today, and what this program will actually assist is how we'll equip them, enable them to take over opportunities we have in the market. Instead of them to be jobless and not have things to do, we want to develop their skills and also direct them and give them some directions as to what technology can do in Nigeria today. So for years, some years back, when you're talking about mobile was actually new in Nigeria, and if you have to go make a phone call, you have to go to Nitel to queue. But today, you have your mobile phone, you can actually make calls, and anywhere, irrespective of where you are. On Friday, we're opening up the portal. We want people, new startups to actually register, on the portal. We're looking to get over 1,000 applicants, and from this, we're going to screen down to 100, participants, which will take them through the 4 weeks training to be a Microsoft Cloud, reseller. And we also have a final pitch day in which we'll get the final 20 people qualified out. So it promises to be very exciting and also looking to help boost Nigeria economy.
Mr. Olayinka Oni also buttressed further.
So we had 3 announcements that we made today. One was a program and initiative we're doing with 2 of our stakeholders or other stakeholders, basically around how to help empower youth to create jobs. So basically how youths that have a desire and a passion to be entrepreneurs in the cloud. So that we call Cloudpreneur, and that's ultimately targeted about getting 100 youths from a pool of about 1,000 who would obviously focus intensive capacity building for 4 weeks to be able to build their own business in the cloud. So that was one announcement we had out today. The second announcement was about the announcement of the end of support for Windows Server 2003, which is one of our products, basically a server product, which is coming to end of life after its full basically life, as it were. End of support means that we would not continue to provide support, hot fixes, and updates to the product. We obviously spoke about the options or alternatives to customers, which would be either if they decide to continue to be on premise, they could easily migrate to Windows Server 2012, or even better still, they could actually go for an option that makes migration easy on the pocket, which is basically to go to the cloud. The last announcement was around the compliance for our hosted cloud service, basically what we call, you can call it our 3 clouds, as it were. So maybe around Azure, Office 365, Dynamics CRM Online, basically saying that all of these products or our cloud services comply to ISO 27 and 18, which is basically a standard focus on privacy in the cloud.
Since fostering wealth creation by promoting businesses and entrepreneurial development among Nigerian youth is the focus of Faith Foundation, Mrs. Habiba Balogun, Director, Faith Foundation, said that it is her pleasure to align with Microsoft's vision of alleviating poverty through youth empowerment. She spoke on her foundation's role in the whole process.
You know, Faith Foundation, we are about poverty alleviation through wealth creation. We help people, aspiring entrepreneurs, and people who even have existing businesses that haven't been able to grow those businesses, to grow their business and run their business properly so they can create jobs and create wealth for themselves, for their suppliers, for their employees, and for everyone around. That's what Faith does, and we're doing it successfully for many years. And we have a lot of entrepreneurs and businesses that have been created through the support of Faith Foundation. Microsoft basically will get people to apply, people who are interested in starting tech businesses to apply, and once they've been filtered, Faith will be part of analyzing the applicants to see whether they are eligible, they are people who are likely to be successful entrepreneurs, because we know the profile of the people who are ready to put in the hard work, the dedication and the discipline to start a successful business. So we'll help them in their selection process, and once they've been selected by Microsoft, we will actually take them through our capacity building training program so that they know how to run a successful business.
Olamide Amosun of Mara Mentor also spoke about the involvement and the selection process.
We have a lot of young entrepreneurs and youths that want to become people in the future because the labor market really lacks in youth. But for Mara, we want to help to empower Nigerians with our project, the Mara Mentor project. Now we have youths that are looking for ways to go about with their businesses, because we Nigerians, we know more about traditional business than with technology these days. And with brands like Microsoft, who are actually empowering people, we are going to bring our mentors on board, mentors in different industries. So since the focus here is technology, we're going to bring mentors that are in technology to empower these people that we are going to be, some of the people on our platform.
The Cloudpreneur project is open to all youth who are passionate about IT, creative, and have skills for problem solving. All registration will be done on a website that will be made available soon. Microsoft announces end of support for Windows 2003. The much touted July 2015 end of life date for Windows Server 2003 is gradually staring businesses in the face. At the media session held in Lagos on Wednesday, Microsoft reiterated its plan to end its support for the server, thereby moving IT infrastructures to the cloud. Mr. Yomi Alarape, Business Group Director for Microsoft Cloud and Enterprise, spoke on the necessity for compliance to the July 14th deadline and support Microsoft will be offering to customers.
What we've discussed extensively today, by July 14, 2015, we're going to officially end support for Windows Server 2003 and Windows Server 2003 How-To. What does that mean? That simply means we'll no longer provide security, non-hotfix updates, online assisted support, or technical training updates on Windows Server 2003. This is not a new thing. It is part of our global Microsoft support lifecycle, which we've communicated since 2002. We do share this. We have Microsoft support lifecycle for our products, which covers 5 years of mainstream support and 5 years of extended support. For Windows Server 2003 being critical, was released April 2003. It's been on for 12 years actually. So the time is up. It was really good product for its time, but when you look at the way we run businesses today, requires much more technology. We talk about virtualization today. We talk about cloud today. We talk about 64-bit architecture today. That was not there then in 2003 when we released Windows Server 2003. So these are part of the reason, and naturally, for every product lifecycle, there's always a time to retire the product.
You will recall that after years of existence, support for Windows XP ended April 8, 2014, which made it lack security updates or technical support for the operating system. It is only pertinent that chief security officers move to a modern operating systems that will benefit enhanced security, broad device choice for a mobile workforce, higher user productivity, and the lower total cost of ownership through improved management capabilities. Microsoft adopts ISO 27018 Cloud Privacy Certification. One of the major announcements by Microsoft Nigeria at the Wednesday Media Party was the adoption of the ISO 27018 Cloud Privacy Certification. According to the Corporate Affairs Director, Mrs. Ijoma Abazie, this adoption makes Microsoft the first major cloud services provider to do so.
It is the world's first cloud privacy standard, and the ISO is the International Organization for Standardization. Some people will call it the International Standards Organization, and it's actually the ISO/IEC 27018. IEC stands for International Electrotechnical Commission.
According to research, there has been reluctance on the part of enterprise organizations to embrace cloud applications and storage, following stories of spy organizations monitoring information managed by cloud service providers. Thus, the ISO 27018 Cloud Privacy Certification is the latest development in the company's drive to gain trust of current and potential cloud customers. And that's it on Tech News for the week. Do join us again next week for more updates.
That was our news segment with loads and loads of innovation taking a toll on our IT world. Up next is our guest for the week. Now, every enterprise deploys a set of IT solutions tailored towards their needs with an overall goal of boosting productivity at a lower cost. Now, understanding and responding to the needs of your business is key. And today on the program, we'll be looking at business solutions. There are various business solutions that can be tailored towards your business for optimal productivity. And I have a guest with me to do justice to that. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as we take you through business solutions today on Ravetec.
My name is Paul Ategie, and I'm the Chief Solutions Architect of Ategsoft Technologies. Basically, we're an IT company. We deal with providing business solutions and any kind of solution that can meet the need of any industry or individual, depending on what the client wants. So basically, what we are into is trying to ensure that we meet clients' needs. So that's pretty much what it is. In the first place, we will need to understand what a business is. And it's also important to understand that there's not one clear definition of what a business is. What I have come to understand personally is the client gets to define what his own business is. So our job is to be able to take his business and add ICT to it and deliver something that can yield more profit for him. So there's a whole lot involved in trying to provide a business solution for a client. So let's take, for example, you are a farmer and you come to me and say, okay, you would like a solution that can drive your business first things first, it's my job to understand what your business centers around. It's my job to say that, okay, let's analyze your business and let's look at the pros and cons of your business. Let's look at the business environment that you operate under. So let's know if we develop this solution or that solution, what's your target market? So that's pretty much some of the things that we do. So a business solution is tailored to the environment that we're dealing with and the clients who are the key stakeholders. Okay, some of the things that, some of the industries that we've had to work in, finance. We've done a couple of things for microfinance banks. So basically, some of those solutions entail some of the problems that they've encountered over the years, trying to ensure that they synchronize all their customer databases. And we've also done some projects for people in the medical line. So they want to be able to, for example, get like a detailed database of all their customers. So we've done things in the educational sector. We've done things that has to do with government policies. We have bespoke solutions. We have off-the-shelf solutions. Let's take, for example, your normal word processing applications like your Word or your Excel. Those are off-the-shelf solutions. What we do most times are bespoke solutions. So if you were coming into a business new, aside from having a plan, a business plan, which in that plan you would have, you'll be able to forecast, you'll be able to have all the key elements of your business. One of the things that we always advise is to understand the environment that you're working under. Let's say, for example, your business is to be tailored in Akure. Akure is not a big city like Lagos. So a lot of the factors that would drive business in Lagos would not drive business in Akure. It also matter which part of Akure. So location matters, that's one. Another thing that would matter if you are trying to do your business is who are the people that you are tailoring your business towards. Are your business tailored to serve the youths? Is it tailored to serve older people? If you're into music, what kind of music are you going to be hoping to produce? So a lot of these things are some of the things that we would like to advise. So because in essence, our aim is to ensure that you make more money in your business, because ideally when you make more money, if your business is successful by virtue of the solutions that we have developed for you, it means that we also can get to make money. So we are always very interested in understanding and ensuring that our clients make money. Google have been able to take a search engine as Google and brought it to the enterprise level, such that no matter how small or how big you are, you can run your office email through Google. That's another example. Now, another example I could give you is Uber Taxi. Now, that's a very clear-cut example because it has to do with the everyday man, the person who takes a taxi, who takes a bus. So that's also another clear example. Okay, let me look for a small example. Okay, I remember this. There was this woman who came up to me some time ago, and she had this very, very small school of about 10 students per time. I think like 3 months. She was into cake making, and she wanted to be able to keep all her records. So we just went in there, very, very small scale, and we just gave her a solution that could help her to compute all the data. Of course, we're talking about accounting too. Then we're talking about attendance and a register basically. So things as small as that. Well, okay, then we've done some things for schools too. No matter how small the school is, from payments to registration to attendance in class to delivering the lectures in class or tutorials to the end of term. Yes, things as small as that. You don't need to be a super big organization. Now, the beautiful thing about IT is we can take full advantage of IT. So let's assume that you run a small business and you are interested in making clothes, and you come up to me and say that, okay, you want me to develop a solution for you. Now, the first thing I'm going to want to do is put you on the web. So instead of thinking up another solution for you, we can take advantage of your web presence and integrate the solutions within your website or your web application. So that's another thing that we can do, and that's as small as it gets because we're talking about just you, an individual. So if we had an organization, we can apply the same principles to them too. But it's always important when developing business solutions not to use archaic technology. So because I don't think it's going to be fair if you tell a client that, okay, we've developed the solution for you today, and in 3 years' time you have to change your hardware, you change your software, and you have to change your personnel. That's pretty expensive. So we've had clients who have had that problem. And that's why it's always important to do research and development. If you are going to be on the internet, then you must be protected. And protection is, there is no, a lot of companies try to boycott protection because some of them feel, why do I need to pay for this? Why do I need to pay for that? Imagine that internet security is just like your antivirus on your computer. If you're not protected on the internet, it's like leaving your computer vulnerable to viruses. If, for example, we have a client who is storing the data of individuals, customers, and he has personal information, we can't leave it open. First of all, it has to operate in a secure gateway. Then again, we have to have a backup of whatever it is that he's doing. Then we have to be able to prevent hacking so that people don't just come and take records. Like what we've had in recent time where people hack into a particular company's server, then they're able to get pictures out. And now, these days, information is not as private as you expect it to be because now all I need to do if I'm looking for you is to go online and type your name, and it can as well bring out your email address, your house, and all your listings. So if we are going to step into the next level in information technology, then security is very, very key. Because I tell you this, there are people whose job it is to just sit down and snoop and hack. That's their job. So it has to be some other people's job to prevent that. The first thing I have to say really is don't be scared. It's not rocket science. And that's why you have people like me out there and other people who are developers to help you with your solutions. The essence of a business is to make money. And if you feel that, that having this solution or that solution helps you make money, then go ahead and take a leap of faith. And it's more than just faith because it's been tested and tried. A lot of businesses are making a lot of money by implementing business solutions. So you can't go wrong if you have the right solution there. So that's what I pretty much have to say. And to the government, a lot of people are looking up to you to implement policies that helps more people come into IT and ICT and help people embrace business solutions the more. My name is Paul Ategie, the Chief Solutions Architect of Ategsoft Technologies, and you are watching Ravetec on Rave TV.
Many thanks for staying tuned. Yes, it's still Ravetec on Rave TV, and I'm still your host, Louisa Olani. What do we do here on the program? Each week we come your way on your darling station, Rave TV, and we'll bring you tech gist, you know, as it evolves around the world. What you can do if you want to be part of this program, you can log on to the social media platforms as you have on your screen, or call us for suggestions and recommendations as to how the program can be better. You have products and services you want to showcase, you have symposiums, you have seminars, you have lunch, how would I put that? You have products and services you want to showcase using this platform. Yes, we will cover all of that and bring it to the limelight. Yes, that's what we do here on Ravetec. And with that last segment, we'll draw a curtain on today's program. Do join us again next week, same time, same station. And as always, remember, information is key. Technology has come to stay. Embrace technology and stay informed. My name is Louisa Olani. See you next week.